Hey. Hey, Mike. What's going on?
Hi, are we
All right.
on?
Yep, we're on. What do you mean? Is your picture still?
I lost
Oh, no.
my sound if you're talking, Jay.
Oh, wait, hold on. I thought you meant that you're like at a still. I can't see your move around. Move around. You're like your frame is still. I don't know why. Anyways, all right, let me get this out of here. Hi guys. Hi everyone. You're on, Mike. You can see your picture, but you can hear your audio. You there? You there? Hello? Hello? Mike, can you hear me? Hello? 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 Oh my God. Hello?
Mike is muted.
I can hear you. I
Are
can
you
hear you. Can you
speaking? I am
can you hear
speaking.
me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? No?
Jay, if you can hear me, I'm gonna get off and come back.
Okay. All right. Sorry guys. I was surprised that it happened this way. I just got a new computer, and I don't know. I'm a little janky with it because it's kind of new, so I'm not used to it. So I apologize. So yeah, hi guys, welcome to Let's Talk Jaws Live. It's our second anniversary this evening. Thank you for coming. And Michael and I at the beginning we just started off, and he's right here. He's gonna come on now, and we're gonna hope everything's gonna go smooth. Mike, yeah. Oh, I can hear him. You can hear
Hello?
me?
I can hear you now.
All right. You look great. Everything's awesome. Great.
Perfect.
All
Sorry, everything
right.
everything was fine. Then we came on and I lost the sound. I don't know what happened, but I'm back.
Ah, yeah. At the beginning, I'm like, oh, it's gonna run smooth. Yeah. I was telling everybody that this is a new computer, so bear with me. How you doing, Mike?
I'm good. How are you? How was your week?
It was good. It was really good.
Good.
I spent about 3 hours a day on this show to get this show up because last week I got it and there was no way, and I was working. There's no way I could have done it. But hi, Victor. Hi, Donna.
Hi Victor. Hi Donna. Let's see who else is here.
Can you believe it's 2 years? I can't believe it. When you mentioned it, I'm like, oh my God.
Huh?
Hi, Kelly.
Victor. Sam, hey buddy, good to see you.
Oh, hi, Sam.
Nate, Kelly,
Why can't I
Donna,
see anybody's? Why can't I see anybody's?
name.
Oh, here they are. Okay, got it. Okay. So Mike and I were thinking about a topic. Usually, sometimes we wing it at the last minute because there's always something. And I said, what about Polly's backstory?
Where did Polly come from?
Where did Polly come from? And now I was like saying to you, I had the audio. I remember I went to the Jaws Fest that year. What was it? Not last year, Friend Fest, whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
then when the chief comes out of the police station after talking to Polly, and I got that whole audio, and I was going to play it, and then I was going to do Polly's voice. You could have done the chief's; it would have been perfect. But I'm like, I don't know where the hell it is. I can't. I went in and I go, I lost it. So I'm scared. I'm scared to go look for it, but I'll find it. But I like the way she talks because they're karate chopping. Oh, it's like Polly. Polly is forever immortal on the screen. There's been movie production companies named after Polly. Polly does the printing,
Polly does the
movie and
brain.
printing. I mean, there's what Family Guy. I mean, there's so many references about. We can hear Polly, something
Well,
like printing Polly.
I imagine that Polly was two stories. Either one, she was Mayor Vaughn's mom, and he gave her a job
I think she
because
would be
she was
sufficient
widowed.
though.
Yeah,
She's sufficient. Like like a Karen. She's just like a Karen, but not like Mrs. Not like
Mrs. Taft, not
yeah,
as
the original
annoying.
Karen.
Yeah.
Karen, yeah.
Or she was the island's first and only prostitute, and eventually
Oh my
eventually they had to find a job for her. So
Well,
either or,
let me
either
tell
or.
you, if a prostitute can do like what Paulie could do, like, I ought to keep that stuff off my desk. Only the what does he say? Only
Only
the
the
up to date,
pending. Only the
only up the
pending.
pending. Yeah.
Keep this current stuff off my desk. Only the pending, okay?
Good morning, Chief. I think that those kids in the karate shop and the phone.
Karate.
And what do you guys think about Paulie? I think that she has been working in that office before the chief was a baby. Before
Oh
he moved
yeah,
from New
I
York.
think she was. Yeah.
Yeah, and we never did get her last name though. Does it say? It doesn't say it on the credits.
No,
like in the
just
movie.
Miss Polly. He's called her
Yeah,
Miss
this is
Polly.
Polly. But her real name was Peggy Scott, and
Actress.
and I wonder. Now this is a trivia question, and I can't Google it, but I didn't look up because I was too busy playing with the videos and making sure everything comes up right. But now she probably had to be what? Like back then though, like when girls were like 50, they looked like 80. Like in the 70s, like now, like everybody looks younger. Like girls
She
on the
was-
50s. Yeah,
To say she was probably late 60s, early 70s.
I'm gonna say like 70 something.
Yeah.
Watch her be like 55.
She's like Estelle Getty on the Golden Girls.
Oh no shit, she was just the same age.
Yeah. But I like
Betty
so I like my second scenario better. She was like Otis in the Andy Griffith Show. So every Saturday they'd arrest her for prostitution, put her in the cell, and then one day the sheriff ran off with the other secretary, and then when the new secretary came in, she said, "I'm the secretary. I've always been the secretary." And I think she lives in the police station. So.
Mike, that's that's something. I thought that Antonio's spirit like possessed you for a second.
Yes, that's what happened.
It's
It's a buffalo. It's a buffalo here. Yes. So that's Miss Polly. That's what I think. Makes sense.
A picture of that. Paulie does a printing, but in reference to a lot of like movie companies, there's the Three Barrels that pop up. That's another production company. I forget the name of that one, Mike. What's that one called?
I think it's just Three Barrels.
Is it Three Barrels? Okay. Yeah, there's like a bunch of them. Like it's amazing how that movie is. Like even like just the other day I saw Philadelphia. I happened to come on this. Never watched the show, but I happened to fall on the scene when I think it's Always Sunny in Philadelphia when he's trying to give his friends a pep talk, and he's like, "Wait a minute, hold on. Are you giving us a speech, but you're doing a scene from Jaws?" And then I went on a rampage, like you know how you did, like with the Family Guy, and you just see like so many references, so funny. But Paulie, when the remake with Jaws, Daily Jaws, I should have did that. I should have did that. I see those kids up in like karate shopping. And then I was like,
fences. She like enunciates every other word. Karate chopping the picket fences. Yeah.
And then she's like all startled so easily when he's like, I gotta go. Stop the swimming and
right away. You want me to move away? But I'm old. I'm so old. But I think the beauty of it is that let's say 12 years later, when Jaws Revenge came out, Polly's still there.
Oh, wait. But isn't there?
It's a different Polly.
Yeah,
different Polly because I think I'm pretty sure the original Polly just shuffled off the mortal coil. And maybe there's a rule on the island that every secretary at the police station has to be named Polly. So that's how the police don't forget her name, because it's always Polly. New girl, your name is Polly. So.
Jaws 5. I wonder who Polly will be. It'll be like, you know, they could make it. They could put Ellen Barkin as Polly. Actually, Ellen Barkin went up, and you don't see her that much because after Hollywood, you don't see her. When you turn 40, you're like done. But Ellen Barkin was like close to 50, 55, and she was in the Ocean's 11, remember, or Ocean's 12, yeah. Still beautiful, still hot,
Oh,
still good
yeah.
looking. Ellen Barkin. I don't know why that came off my head. Ellen Barkin. She's a great actress. She's very versatile. Very versatile. There was that funny ass movie with the cheerleader with Kirsten, and she plays the mother with the beer. And she's like, "Give me the beers." Like she's
Oh
just,
yeah,
oh,
Drop Dead
that
Gorgeous.
movie is my friend Michael from Texas. We would be sitting in the hot room in the airport, and we'd be sitting there, and he would like recite like the words
Oh.
to the movie. Oh my
Oh.
god, it's like Amber, get me my beer, Amber. Remember?
Yeah,
Oh, the movie was
we
so
watch that all
funny.
the time. My son and I,
Aw.
we were just talking. He had a horrible flight experience.
For where?
Coming back from Atlanta to on their vacation, family vacation, and he ended up going to he had to stay in Atlanta, and they put him. He had to go stay at the Howard Johnson's, and at the same time, we both went.
There's the Howard Johnson's?
It's by the airport. It's by the airport. Yeah, like in
Wait a
Drop
minute.
Dead Gorgeous. There's a Howard Johnson's.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there is still a Howard Johnson's. There still is the Howard Johnson's. Though.
Yes.
But it was almost the same thing like you just said. We're staying at the airport. It's a Howard Johnson's. Oh, that would be at the Rose where they all
And the
go
big
there.
Rose, the Rose thing with
and they
and Amy. And I didn't know until years later. Amy Adams is in that.
Is she? What is she playing?
She's the one that wants to be the cheerleader. Does the cheerleader?
Oh yeah, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the other one, Brittany Murphy. God bless her soul. I love
Yes.
her. She was in the wheelchair and singing. When she was singing that song, oh my God, what was it?
Don't cry out loud. Don't cry out loud. Yeah.
Lip syncing to Melissa Manchester's "Don't Cry Out Loud."
Yeah, that was a funny movie.
That was a funny ass movie. Oh my God. Hi Nate Jones. Hi Kelly. Hi everybody. Oh, thank you. I don't want to put that up there because I don't want to get shut down. Jaws 5. Polly trains a team of bull sharks to eat Martin's grandkids because she has the shits of orders being bartended through 2 generations of Brodies. Why are you always on fire, Nate?
Hi, Jamie.
Fire!
Jamie wishes us happy anniversary.
Oh, Jamie,
2 years.
2
years.
Can't believe it. Jamie's a funny one. Nate and Jamie both are so funny, witty comments. Hey, Donna, how are you? I looked at what time it was in Kansas City. That's why I went on real quick. It's 41 degrees there today, right now, right?
Yeah. So what time is it there now?
Right now it's 3:47.
Okay, so you're back to being 2 hours. 2 hours behind me. Okay.
Joining us, folks, at the beginning, it's kind of like, huh, what? Are you there? It was like our first show. It was basically 2 years. It was like our first show. Go figure.
You sound all your mic's all hip hoppy. You sound like you're.
Oh, really? I mean, lower. Is it too loud?
Oh, there you go.
Is that better? Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't pulled it. All right, I haven't pulled away.
That's fine.
So my also another thing was you mentioned you always know the good stuff. Did you notice today that I watched something I haven't been on Facebook, and then I happened to watch a video of our back in the day, and then you said something about it was about remember when Taxi Driver, and then I said, oh yeah, that has something to do with the Hinckley, and then you went into like this whole all this knowledge about a song and then this and that. And I commented on. Did you see that? I commented on.
I didn't see the comment. No, what'd you say?
I put GOAT, the GOAT, he knows everything. But I just happened to just watch it, and I'm like, I was paying attention, wow, pretty amazing, Mike. I just have to see a lot of knowledge there.
Yeah, well, thank you. I catch a lot of things. I catch a lot of things that you bring up and that the viewers bring up too when I rewatch it because.
Why? Okay. All right. Sorry, Mike, but somebody's putting something on our YouTube that's it's not cool. It's not cool at all, and I don't know why it's doing that. So I'm going to shut down on YouTube right now. They're saying really weird stuff, and I don't like it.
On our YouTube channel?
Yeah, I'm not responsible. We're not responsible for anybody that writes things like this. I'm seeing it right now, and I'm getting disgusted. I'm sorry, but. How unprofessional. I mean, I've never experienced that. They're showing on the YouTube channel And I hope we're not going to be violated for it because it's out of our hands. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
We
All
can't
right.
control the
I'm
idiots.
sorry. I'm not putting it up there. I'm seeing it and it's freaking me out right now. Sorry. Ugh. Anyways, okay. So we have a bunch of stuff to talk about. One of them was the you told me about Murray Hamilton turning 99.
99 years old today.
And then also there was a bunch of other stuff that you were telling me too. Oh, and then also tell them about the musical. The musical, that's it.
Okay. Well, I don't want to be a name dropper, but I was talking to Joe Alves the other night, and he had just come back. He had been up in Seattle in May. The Seattle Rep is going to be doing a musical called Bruce.
Yeah.
And it's not about the making of the film. It's about getting ready to make the film. And there's somebody who plays Steven Spielberg, somebody that plays Carl. It's based on Carl's Jaws log. Somebody that plays Joe. And Joe says his character has a big number. I got to build a shark. I got to build a shark. So, but it sounds interesting. I've reached out to the Seattle Rep. I haven't heard back from them to see if somebody wants to come on and talk about the production. But I guess it was something that they were getting ready to launch pre-COVID, but they postponed it. But it opens in May. So if you're in the Seattle area, go to the Seattle Rep page and go see it. That might be a nice Memorial Day trip. That Juanita wants to take a trip on Memorial Day. Maybe we should go to Seattle and see Bruce the musical. I think it'd be fun. There's been other Jaws musicals. If you watch The Shark Is Still Working, they have a real quick clip from a production that was done in Wichita, Kansas. But it's local theater. But this is a very, very reputable and very prestigious theater group taking on Jaws. In fact, it was on. I called in one of the local radio stations today because they were talking about stuff going on, and he said, "And there's a damn Jaws musical. It's opening up in Broadway, and it's not on Broadway." So I called just to let him know it's actually in Seattle for now. But I think I mean, I would love to see a musical version of Jaws. You could have all kinds of fun with that. That's something as a fans we should do. We should each just write a song that incorporates Jaws, and they do the film with very dramatic scene, and then all of a sudden just break out into song and dance. So let's see some comments here. Jay has left me alone. Connor is here. How are you, buddy? Hey, Milosh, how are you? Victor, Kelly, Nate is here. Hey, Scotty Jenkins is here. Just want to make sure we recognize everybody that dropped by. So we were going to talk about a couple things tonight. We kind of touched on what you think Polly's backstory is, and we covered Bruce. We mentioned again that today is Murray Hamilton's 99th birthday, which is wow. I got another third of my life to live before I'm even close to 99. We'll be doing this show in 99. We'll be planning on it'll be Jaws 80, the Jaws 80 fest.
While I left you up,
us.
while I left you up there, I was trying to find the picture that I downloaded of the musical.
Oh, okay.
And then also I couldn't put the comments up, by the way, because I've got something going on, like hacking or something going on with some craziness going on right now. So sorry about that, Mike.
That's fine.
But while we're talking about that, I did manage to go in and get it. I was like, where the hell is this? Where is this picture? I mean, I'm so used to doing the same old thing, and then you get something new, it's just Oh my good Lord. There's so much stuff. I don't know. I don't know where it is, Mike. I have no idea. I can't find it. But I
Oh,
got this. I got you.
oh, there you go.
There you go. There's
Fat,
Michael.
fat man in a little shirt. Yeah, that's
Stop
me.
it. Stop
Yeah.
it. No, I love that. Hey, guys, if you haven't seen that, let me bring it in closer. Um, we're doing a second anniversary show today. And Michael, look at that. It's a great picture.
Thank you.
I love it.
It's a great shirt. One of
And
my favorite shirts.
it says Roy. I'm going to bring it.
Yeah. It's just like a peanuts thing of peanuts and yeah, Charlie Brown is Charlie
Hey,
Brown's telling the truth. I still miss Roy Scheider.
I love
Still
that
miss
shirt.
Roy Scheider.
I always got to bring it up because I love it.
Well, thank you.
Second year
So
anniversary.
so it's been 2 years. So going back over the shows, what do you think are three questions? Our best show, our best guest, and then our best unexpected moment.
Our best show was ones that ran completely smooth. Wait a minute. I don't want to get them back in the days. I don't. That's a good one. Well, when when we had Carl come on, I was so fangirled. Like I'm sitting there like asking him questions and laughing, but deep inside I was just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And he's just so the I mean, Carl is just the most genuine, down to earth, nicest guy ever. I mean, he has no attitude. He respects everybody and treats them. He's so respectful. And I really, I really love Carl. I love Carl. And Carl came on, and then he came on again. I asked him out of the blue. Out of the blue, I would instant message him, and I said, "Do you want to come on?" And he stopped by, remember, and came out of the blue. So that was cool. So I have to
And
say, yeah. And then Gigi Vorgan and Gary just blew me away the other day when
yeah,
they actually got together and they sent you that video. Because if anybody's
that's
a Jaws 2 fan,
yeah,
that was just so awesome. That was awesome.
that would be my favorite unexpected surprise moment.
I would be too if I was a Jaws 2 fan. I'd be like, what?
Yeah,
Imagine if you didn't know anything of this exists and you saw like, that's them. And and I didn't want to say their reenactment, they're reacting to their act. They're not doing a
yeah,
reenactment,
right.
because, but I went back and watched it like 15 times because I just love the rapport they have and the friendship that they've had over the years. And it's amazing that they're just so tight the way they are. And Gary is such a man. He's another one friendly guy. His
Yeah,
episode, he had me laughing my ass off,
yeah.
and so Carl too. He's funny. Carl's like you. He's very like it's dry. It's funny, And
And fans who don't know, last week was Carl's birthday, so
Carl's birthday. That's
feel
right.
free to still drop him a birthday message on Facebook. I know he'd appreciate it.
I know. I hadn't gotten on Facebook for like 2 weeks or whatever, a week and a half. I go on and I see Carl lost two friends, his cat, like, and
Yeah,
his birthday. I'm like, oh, Carl. So it's all about Carl right now. It's all about
that's right.
Carl. But
It's the Carl
yeah,
show.
because you know what? If it wasn't for Carl and Joe, Spielberg wouldn't have any shit. Especially Joe, because the production designer and locator is the one that makes your movie. Thinking of that today, do you know the thinking of a Polly, the famous Polly set director? She was a set director. She was an acting coach. She did sound. She did editing. Polly, her last name. She did the Bad News Bears. She did Nashville. She did. Do you know what I'm talking about? She's like a very well-known. No, you don't.
No,
I'm surprised you don't know. Can you Google it real quick for me? Her name is Polly. She did the Bad News Bears location. That's what I want to ask that person when he comes on about her, because she's probably, I mean, well known, and all of her set
location
design,
manager,
yeah,
Bad News
location
Bears.
design and set managers. Now,
Here's information from Wikipedia.
Bum, bum, ba-da-da-da-dum, bum, bum, bum.
So the location, the person that picks out the location is basically
Right.
the one that's going to set your tone for the movie. And I'd have to say Joe Alves. It's always
Who was
about
the
Spielberg,
location manager for the
but
Bad News Bears?
Joe Alves. If it wasn't for Joe, and he was never on that, Spielberg couldn't even come to Spielberg because. And what about Close Encounters? I mean, and then you've got. I mean, they're just legends. Carl and him are legends. Um, it's amazing, and we we have to have Carl and Joe. It's all about Carl and Joe. I always say Spielberg. Spielberg is like enough Spielberg already. These guys need to be like celebrated more, because if it wasn't for Carl and him, even though Carl didn't write the original novel, first one was shit. I love you, Ben. I love you, Wendy Benchley. I mean, I read it, but then when you see the movie and then you read this Carl screenplay, obviously, I just, and then obviously Robert Shaw in the reading. I love it when they interviewed Peter Benchley on the 25th anniversary one, and then he said, "So Robert Shaw, we're all in the reading," and then he said, he looks at me with his Scottish accent, and he said, "You wrote this? You wrote this?" And he's like, "It's crap. It's crap. It's crap." And Peter Benchley said, "It's crap." So Dreyfuss might have been whining about how Shaw treated everybody, but he treated everybody the same. He didn't give a fuck. He gave zero fucks, Robert Shaw. He was like, "You wrote this to the original author," he says. And Peter Benchley, you've seen it, right? Because it's in the 25th anniversary. There's a 30th, there's a 35th. But Peter Benchley, when he's alive, God bless him. Excellent. The Deep is awesome. Actually, the Deep's novel is better than Jaws. I mean, I like the screenplay better than the novel. But anyways, when he said it's crap to Peter Benchley, I don't know why Dreyfuss thought he was going to get away with shit. But you know what? I'm thinking about Roy, and I'm like, Roy never bothered Shaw because he always left him alone, did his own thing. He was kind of like He's like, "Oh, Roy's always sunbathing." That was like a dig. Smoking cigarettes and sunbathing. Oh man! But anyways,
Polly Platt. Polly Platt was her name.
Polly Platt. Yes, that's it. Polly Platt.
Oscar nominee for Terms of Endearment.
Yes. Now it's so important because if it isn't for these set location designers, they first there's even a job to find the location, and then also Joe was the set designer. So I mean, to go to Spielberg and say, "I think that this place will be a great place to shoot this movie. Here we go, Martha's Vineyard."
Here's the look you want.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Joe and his creativeness, his amazing, fucking awesome creativeness, would never have Jaws. So I'm just gonna a little bit more to Carl and Joe.
Give them the love.
Anyways.
Give them the love. They deserve it.
You gotta give them the love. But yeah. Anyways, so on that note, this show is probably the third from the worst. how it's going. I can't pull up any comments because I'll tell you afterwards. Okay. I got hacked. I think. This new computer. Yeah. So there was comments coming on that were inappropriate. So hopefully that, like I said, I don't want to bring it up, but hopefully this will all work out. So when we have our guests come on, this shit can't happen. But when you go live, this is what happens, right, Mike?
You do. Nate Jones. I'm reading the comments off my iPad. Nate Jones says Gary Springer and John Hancock were his favorite episodes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. John Hancock, what a delightful man. Gary was funny as hell.
Gary was great. I mean, he's very
freaking funny.
Out there anyway. He's very friendly.
And the way he talks, he's got you, like, he's so entertaining. Like, and then with the son, I mean, I was so that episode, I went through 4 different emotions. I was like emotionally exhausted. I was crying. I was laughing. I mean, he's amazing because he told us the stories about his dad.
His dad was John Springer. His dad was a public relations guy. Handled Elizabeth Taylor, Richard Burton, Marilyn Monroe.
Like all of them, yeah. Hollywood royalty.
Yeah, Gary's the only person I've ever met that had Marilyn Monroe for a babysitter. So
I love it. And then I love the story that I never laughed so hard when Ernest Borgnine said to him, "Hey, what are you doing all there, smoking pot?" and he goes, just because he thinks he's Ernest Borgnine, he goes, hey, fuck you. He
Hey,
goes, fuck you.
you.
I just love it because I can just see his face, Ernest Borgnine, because all I can remember is that movie Marty, and I just feel so bad for Marty. He's a great actor, by the way. That movie was phenomenal. But Marty, like all on the Poseidon Adventure, you know, Ernest Borgnine, yeah.
Royko.
Oh, you remember his name? I don't remember his name, but
Mike,
yeah, of course.
Mike Rocco, yeah. Because if
But-
I were to do or to pull a mat and do a scene from Poseidon Adventure, I'd put on a too tight T-shirt and go, preacher, you took away the only thing I ever loved in my life, my Linda. Yeah. So, thank you.
Brava!
Thank you.
Oh man, Polly does the printing.
Always does the printing. So I saw Daily Jaws had a couple little tidbits. One, how to play the Jaws theme, very easy, just 2 keys, an instructional, and then one how to draw the shark, how to draw the logo, which is one of only 2 things I could ever draw. I could draw that, and I could draw, for some reason, Albert the alligator from the Pogo comic strip. But
I never heard of that. Pogo comics.
Pogo down in the swamp is a daily comic strip.
I don't know that.
I think I want to say Walt Kelly, but I could be wrong. Whoever created it, but yeah, he was like a possum that lived in the swamp, but he had an alligator friend named Albert. So
and what was he like? Was it a cartoon?
It was a daily, like in the newspaper, daily comic strip.
Oh,
so he dealt with real problems in a swamp world.
I know, it's funny how we will remember things and then other things we won't. Like, was that like well known or just in your? Because I always think
Pogo was national. I mean, in newspapers all over the country. It's I don't even know. I don't know if it still exists. I don't even know.
Was it like Peanuts and like
yeah?
What was the other comic strips? Remember there was
there's Blondie. There was
Calvin
Peanuts,
and Hobbes. Yeah,
Calvin and Hobbes. Which Bill Watterson, he retired that. The Far Side, of course.
Oh, The Far Side, yeah.
Bloom County.
Garfield. When they asked Bill Murray, is there any mistakes you ever made in your life? He says, Garfield. The movie Garfield.
Well, he was, because Bill Murray doesn't have an agent. Bill Murray has a phone number you call. It's an answering machine, and he checks it. Might check it every week, might check it every 6 months. And all he knew is he had an offer, and the script was by Ethan or Joel Cohen, but it wasn't. He thought it was one of the Coen brothers. So he accepted. I don't know who wrote Garfield, but he accepted it sight unseen, thinking he was working with the Coen brothers. Signed the contract, and then he goes, "Oh, what?" That's why funny. Yeah, that's why he doesn't do the Garfield voice in the second Garfield movie.
I don't know why people like Lucy Liu have problems with him. Richard Dreyfuss. I don't know. Maybe he just got a wrong vibe or something, because
I just think he dances to his own beat. He doesn't.
I mean, I love him. I think he's like the most original, coolest cat ever. Like, I've always followed that. Where's Bill Murray? Like, they always have and then he posts like random stuff about crash weddings and stuff. I think he's like the coolest guy ever.
I think he's just like a friend that always wants to do something. And
and you can. I mean,
I've never heard a bad word about. I mean, on the set I have, but I've never heard a bad word from people that have met him, or he's walked, came up in their wedding, or sat behind him at a Cubs game. I just think he's like everybody's pal, and that's how he sees himself. So he can.
I see him like that because he's from like the most iconic movies. Like, he's got sayings that people know. Like, it's just like dogs, cats living together, total chaos. All right. We came, we saw, we kicked its ass. Stripes. What was the Stripes? That Caden song that they sang.
Do diddy diddy. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Is your
everybody does like
tongue just a walking down the
down the
street?
street singing
Do diddy diddy dum. Yeah.
All right, and then there's also the ultimate golf movie where he does every golfer in the world would always do the impersonation of Bill
Yeah.
Murray with
Yeah.
that, you know,
I do
whatever the
that.
heck it was. You can. Oh, let me hear it. Let me hear it. I never heard it.
Cinderella story. Former greenskeeper about to become the Masters champion. Oh, it's in the hole. It's in the hole. He is actually he and his brother. Thank you. He and his brother Brian Doyle Murray. They are doing every year they do a charity golf tournament, and I want to say it's at the golf course, the country club where they film Caddyshack. But they always do like a charity auction to win to get to play with them. So raises lots of money. So.
Wow, that was good, Mike. Wait, I swear you're pretty good because, well, you were an actor and you studied theater. I mean, I love that picture of you, even though you're like, so get it down, the pirate. I'm like, what were you? I go, what were you dressed? Were you dressed up as a pirate? Michael's acting photo. I have it somewhere. When I get this computer down, this is going to be bomb. It's going to be dope, man. It's going to be dope. It's going crazy fast now. Like there's no, like it's good. But I just don't know where to get the pictures because you notice I haven't really changed anything because I'm so afraid of losing the screen right now. Oh wait, I can't even post. Wait, I'll post something. Sonia's post.
Let me check.
Came up.
Let's see what it says.
Yeah,
here.
Sonia. Oh, you're true. Sonia, you're so sweet. She's always like saying hi. I hope all is well. Yeah, so Bill Murray, the reason why we got into that was how did we get into Bill Murray? Oh my God. You and I can go like this, you know, the 6 degrees, 7 degrees, 8 degrees of Kevin Bacon deep.
Yes.
But, this is why I was thinking about it because do you know I'm a weirdo? Like when some movie comes out, I will wait and I won't see it and I don't want to hear it and I don't want to see it because someone already kind of like told me or spoiled it and I don't want to see it. So I'll wait. Like the last Avengers movie, I waited a year. I didn't like somebody mentioned Stark and I'm like, shut up. So I waited a full year and a half to watch the final, that one. And I cried.
Did you cry?
Yeah.
Oh,
this is, I'm leading into this now with Bill Murray. All right. So I fucking cried my fucking ass off and I was so pissed. I don't know what it is. Emotionally, I'm attached to something and I don't want to let it go. So I knew that Ghostbusters movie was coming up and I didn't see it. Listen to this. I go to training last week in Dallas, right? I'm coming back. I had to stay. I gave up my seat to a passenger and I was in the back watching and I put on Ghostbusters. Finally, I didn't want to watch it. And I'm fucking tearing up and crying hysterically, like, and then the flight attendant in the back goes, "Are you okay?" I'm like, and then they're like, "Foray," and I'm like, I'm getting so emotional right now over it.
That's the sign of a good film or a good show when you get emotionally involved with the characters.
I couldn't see it. I was like, I didn't want to watch it because I just knew it was like. We already knew he passed away, and I knew something was going to come up. And then when I see Bill Murray on screen, and he was doing his, Peter, and I was just like, I feel like I'm 18 again, like the nostalgia of it. I'm like getting all trembly, but I mean, at the end when he was like smiling,
yeah,
it was so awesome.
Spoiler alert.
Sorry. I had to tell you that because I love Ghostbusters. It's one of my favorite movies, and they're talk about fans. Like what a fan base! Like, oh my God! I mean, we've got a few Jaws fans that actually go to like the parades, have the proton packs, and that's like something very dear to me. Ghostbusters, like and Jaws, like and the Bad News Bears, like all those movies, like something like happens. I get so emotionally. So, I mean, when I saw, and if they didn't watch the credits, I always watch the credits because you're not supposed to leave. Did you know this, ladies and gentlemen? And Michael, you know this. But if you ever go to Los Angeles, I did not know this until I was 25, and I went to Los Angeles, and I was in downtown WeHo, West Hollywood, before, it got crazy popular. And we went to the movies, and I was ready to get up like halfway through the credits, and then my my friend's brother, Aunt, who's a comedian who lives in Los Angeles, like, hey, sit your asses down. We wait until all the credits go because we're in the movie business, and we wait, and you don't do that. From then on there, every movie that I saw, I waited to the very last credit and I looked at the screen because people in Hollywood, they do that for a living, and it's amazing to be able to do that. And if you don't, now this is where I'm leading into this story. If you don't fucking watch the credits, you never know. You wouldn't miss the last part at the very end when Sigourney Weaver comes on, and I'm like, what? You know, like, because it says it Sigourney Weaver in the credits, and then I'm like,
Like, did I miss her? Did I miss her? Where's Sigourney Weaver?
And then I'm like, I might have been like in the bathroom, but remember, hello, Ghostbusters. Yes.
Annie Potts.
But I don't remember. It said a credit there, but what scene?
She's at the very beginning. She meets them. She meets them at the house, and she's the one who says, I pay his bills. I did this. He didn't have a lot of money.
God! I didn't even.
Yeah, that was Annie Potts.
Oh my God.
That was Annie Potts. Yeah.
I thought she was, so she wasn't Janine then, because Janine is really my.
She was still Janine, but she was just a higher level of responsibility.
Hello, Ghostbusters. Yes, we're serious. Oh man. Anyway, so I got teared up again over that. I waited. I'm not seeing it. My sister went out. Lena sees it right away, and she's always like, "Why do you wait so long?" I go, "I can't let go of it. I can't go see it because I know." And then he passed away right before, it was 6-7 months before it was intended to come out, right? Because in that scene, it's amazing what they can do with editing and everything. Because
special effects,
And I think if he was looking down from heaven, he was like, "Wow, they did a really
good job." Because they had him in the female version of Ghostbusters.
I remember
where everybody appeared. They had Harold Ramis at the university. He was one of the busts, one of the statues.
I remember that. I remember that because you see him and you see Bill. But you know what's funny? That got a lot of shit. That got a lot of flack. I actually thought that was funny.
It was a good. I think it was a good movie. I just think because it's women.
That's bullshit. Whatever. I thought it was fucking funny.
Oh yeah.
Don't be the mayor, Jaws. Don't be the mayor in Jaws.
Don't ever compare me to the mayor in Jaws.
There you go. And that was Kristen Wiig, and I thought that was funny. You know what? I think there was so much expectations for that. It was like, and then when I saw the last one, oh man, and then you just get chills because when the car, when he finds the car, you're just like, oh, you just get chills, right? And then when she's like, it's got a what? And the seat turns, remember? It's got a retractable, and she turns into it. What a good little actress she was.
Oh, yeah.
What was that called? That
gunner seat. It was a gunner seat.
But it's got a gunner seat? I'm like, that's what that's called? She knows the name of it, a gunner seat. I'm like,
it's from Star Wars. That's what Luke sits in.
That's right.
On the Millennium Falcon.
What is it? A gunner street. Gunner, yeah. Holy shit.
That's what they used to have on airplanes in the Second World War.
They actually have they have them on the airplane. It's called the jump seat. Turns around. It's called direct view. But you're right. That's the Star Wars. Duh. Oh man, a gunner. Yeah, Gunner, not Gunner. Gunner.
Not Gunnar Hansen, but or Gunnar Nelson, but
not Gunnar, the one that married Gina Davis either.
Oh,
right. Long Kiss Goodnight.
Yeah.
I always forget his name. Rennie Harlan.
Rennie Harlan.
I can't see anybody's comments because I got hacked and it's not coming up. So I actually got hacked, Michael.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, and I got to take a picture of the things that I see right now, okay? Hey guys, I know we're on camera right now and I'm so sorry this is happening, but this is the first time I'm using a new MacBook Pro. It's amazing. It's got great features. This is not a paid endorsement, by the way.
I know. I was going to say that's a good commercial.
I'm making monthly payments on this bitch, just like a card. This is like the most, amazing, but it's so much technology involved. I'm like, oh my God. So if you notice, you won't see as much media. So when our next guest come on, I want to make sure I have this down pat because I just got hacked. And Mike, I'm going to take a picture of what I'm seeing to my right and tell me if this is not disturbing and wondering why I can't do anything. It blocked me from putting people's comments on. See how the comments are just running? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I can't put the comments on there. It's showing this, Mike. This is very unusual and it's kind of weird. But I know we wanted to talk about it. But Mike, I'm going to send this to you right now. Look what this says, and this is so weird. I got hacked, and I'm freaking out. I'm going to send it to your phone, text
Okay.
message, okay?
Okay.
And this is why I want you to know I can't put anything up right now.
And
Look
while we're waiting, tomorrow is Sonia's birthday.
Oh,
everybody
happy
wish her a happy
birthday. You have one, Nate. Okay, well, I'm just learning. I just got this. So I'm a Dell user, and I'm like learning a whole different ball game, and I'm good. I'm pretty good at it, but it's just a matter of like, I hate Safari, la, la, la. Anyways, so did you see it, Mike? Do you see that's what I'm seeing on my screen right there?
To my phone or to instant message?
No, your phone.
Here it is.
Yeah,
I just got a
that's
beep.
like I want to almost end the show because I got hacked, I think, and I don't like it. So I'm gonna find more about what's going on with that. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Mike. Yeah, it's very disturbing. Everybody's like, "What's going on? What's going on?" This is what happens when you knew. When I first opened this up, we were supposed to do the show before. Michael didn't tell you. Oh, Sonia says, "Thanks, everyone." See, I can't put people's comments up. Michael didn't tell you is that I got hacked and I had to get a whole new router and name because I had my whole IP address from the MacBook. I should have known better. I'm like, hello. So and then they talked me into getting like a higher I think an extra $8 for faster. But I think I got hacked because when I run a live stream like this, that's the only way that can happen, and it's through YouTube. So I'm just explaining why I can't put people's pictures up in media, and it sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
sorry.
mad.
Yeah, that's very disturbing.
That's fucked up. Yeah, and that's why my whole mood just changed. I try to talk about something uplifting, like Harold Ramis, and we start crying. Anyways, that's crazy, right? I can't put anybody's comments. I can't do anything, so I'm not touching anything.
Okay.
On that note,
I will continue to read some then.
all right. The Daily Jaws again. We wanted to say that they were the ones that said what again, Mike? Because I was too busy freaking out.
A couple tutorial videos. First is how to play the Jaws theme on a piano. Very easy. Just 2 keys. Bum, 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 bum. And then the other is how to draw the shark. How to draw shark
that's how we
behind you.
Yeah.
That's behind you. And I did pick my first assignment for the Daily Jaws. I hope to get it finished this weekend.
Ooh, that's great.
Yeah, so that should be up. I'll send it to Ross this weekend.
Yay, Michael! Officially the Daily Jaws.
Official scribe. So.
He's a writer for the Daily Jaws.
Guest scribe. Well, guest scribe. I'm not on the payroll yet. So.
Second anniversary, and this show is not running smooth like butter.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame other people have to ruin others' fun. But
yeah, and nothing really shocks me because I really don't get shocked because I could watch horror or like whatever, but stuff like that scares me because I don't want them getting in my bank account. Not that I have any, not that I have millions to steal, but
still, yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah, you saw that, right? So that's why. Hello, Jaws Army. This is a crazy episode, Mike. We're going live though, and I got my new computer, so I gotta find out. I'm probably gonna sit down or take a course with somebody that can show me security when you go live because I had a better security system on the other Dell. This one I'm getting hacked left and right, my emails, everything.
Wow.
I know. I almost like wish I didn't get it. I wished I just stayed with the Dell and got like a better version. I almost feel like I regret it, but at the same time, there's things on here. I could make a whole movie. You saw those movie trailers I made, right?
Yeah.
Like
those
way professional.
Yeah.
The editing is going to get better and better, especially with this computer, you know. And then the 4K. Look at how like clear this. It's amazing. I have to say, but it's like I can't get into Google, and then I'll get, it's so frustrating. It's like when I first started doing it. Today, the second anniversary of our show feels like the first show we did. Actually, the first show went better than today did with this new Mac. Thanks a lot, Mac. Apple. We got friggin' pedophilias on here, freaking craziness.
Well, we got a month. We have a month to get everything nice and smooth.
Yes, everything's got to go smooth. I almost want to go in and take this off because I do not like it. I do not like it, Michael. You know why? I'm freak. It's like bad luck, right? It's already bad luck. It's jinxed. Jinxed. All right, say some more things and we'll end the show because I don't want to get my bank account stolen.
Okay, so really quickly, as I mentioned earlier, I was talking to Joe Alves this week. Pencil April 21st on your calendars. That is the tentative date that Joe will be on the show. What I think we're going to do is maybe a week or so before on our page, if you have questions for Joe, go ahead and post them. I just think that I think it's if they're talking about something and then Jay throws a comment up, I think they instinctively try to read it while they're talking about something else.
And I'm glad you're telling me that so I can be aware of that too, Mike, because I don't realize I'm trying to talk and do this.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Another thing.
Yeah, we're fine because we're used to it. But if you have someone ask a question about something, we will definitely cover Jaws 1, 2, and 3. We'll
talk
cover
about
Close Encounters, Escape from New York, and those will probably be the 3 big films that we talk about. But he's done, so many. He did Free Jack.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
Woo!
He did Change of Habit with Elvis Presley. So
that's awesome. I know. I met him and he was so cool.
So
he was watching. I'm not going to say anything to him because I only say that. But if you guys know, you Jaws fans, the girl that's just like in the pond, shark, in the pond. She was actually at the Jaws. She was at the Jaws Fest of 2012, and I didn't get to get Joe Alves' signature because I missed it. I was like just getting in or whatever. And my boyfriend was like, blah, 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 blah. We're in the church and it's the women of Jaws, right? That the whole thing. And so I'm like looking over and I'm like this. And I tell this story a million times. And like Patches gets up. And we know the whole backstory, you and me, but like the gossip of the Patches story, right?
Yeah.
So then, he's watching whatever. I didn't know this until afterwards, and you told me, he came in there to see that, right? Well, what the hell did he do? And he's probably trying to check her out and see what you look like all this shit. But anyways, so I went move to Louis, and he's like, "What? What do you want me to do?" I go, "Move, Joe." I was like, "Who?" I go, "Shut up." So then I waited a while, and I waited, and then Patches was done talking. And he kind of like hung around, and then I was like, "I'm sorry, Miss Alice, can I get you?" And he's like, "Yeah, no worries." So he signed the Jaws Fest thing. I'll have to get it, show him, and then show his book, obviously, because we got his book. Everybody's going to talk about the book, how awesome it is. That book is awesome. And is Dennis going to be on with him, or is it just going to be just Joe too? Or?
Just Joe.
Oh, just Joe.
Just Joe. His wife will probably be there with him.
Oh yeah, she was sick. She's okay. She's doing good now, right?
Yeah, he was the one. He had a little medical issue, but he's feeling better.
Oh, I was thinking of Richard Dreyfuss's wife.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Good Lord. Well, second anniversary of our show, and let me tell you,
we dropped a major guest on you. So.
Yep. His initials are J in the house. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Thanks to Michael's crowd. I'm seriously fangirling.
Pick up the phone. He said to pick up the phone.
I'm just going to be quiet the whole time because I actually want to write. I'm going to write a little post-it and put my questions down. I'm asking him about it. I'm asking him first. I'm sorry. I know this show is about you, and I never ever take anything like I always make it, about everybody else. But on that show, I'm going to make it about. I want to ask him in detailed questions, and it's not going to be about Jaws. It's going to be about Close Encounters, and it's all going to be about Escape from New York. So, anyways, yeah, I'm going to be like, so so Snake Plissken, you had this idea. Oh man,
it's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be great. You have to get a shirt like this. You're not a Jaws fan if you're not. There you go, Michael.
There you go.
He's like, get the hell there.
I'm trying to center myself over the picture.
Yeehaw! Woo! The book. What book? What? Karate chopping.
Karate.
Michael Jackson. Shake your body down to the ground. Stand. Oh my God, I'm getting ADD right now. I'm like, huh? Antonio, huh? Where's the buffalo? Michael, the book. My book is over there. The Joe Alves book. Get the book. Michael, show him the book.
I'll show you my book? I'm sorry.
Yeah, my book is right over there on the side. Come on. What kind of question is that, Victor? Joe Alves' book. Oh, he's got the
I have the original one.
The original one. That's fucking awesome. Excuse my language. That's amazing. I have a question for you. This is some Jaws trivia I don't know. Look at that. That's amazing. I have some Jaws trivia for you right now, Michael. Maybe you can answer it or not. See that the original that they before the shark was drawn like this Bruce behind me. Now that picture, that was who was the artist of that picture, even though it never made it. That one right there. Who is the artist? Remember they were all wearing them on the set, like you can see the photos of Spielberg with them.
Oh, that's Joe. Joe drew that.
Joe, that is Joe's.
Yeah, this is Joe. Joe drew that. That's Joe's his art. That's what's on the t-shirts. Becky Reiner, she was at the SharkCon. She came down the first SharkCon I did, and she actually had because Joe was there, she went out and she had that tattooed on her forearm.
Did he see it?
Yes, and he was very impressed. And I told her, I said, Becky, tell him to sign your arm under it, and then you can just have his signature tattoo. But she didn't do that. But yeah,
you know what? I wish they would have put both sharks out. Like, you know how like some movies will have two different versions of posters, like movie posters, like Star Wars or whatever. I wished his art. That's why I said there's a big Jaws trivia. You see the art, and then if you get the book, like I have the book too, and then it shows all the storyboards and everything. And then when Kevin Pike tells a story about when he's working at the restaurant and he runs over to Joe Alves and gives him the storybook, that's pretty cool, huh? Talk about destiny,
fate and destiny. Yeah, there is. I want to say. Hold
on. Keep talking.
I want to say that Todd Ribello, who was Chris, who played Mike Brody, who was his brother, his t-shirt shop. I think he sells t-shirts with Joe's art in his t-shirt shop. I know I've seen them on the island before. So yes, April 21st. We will definitely nail down the date when we find out what Joe's doing. There you go. That's the updated little added some stuff to it, different cover.
I completely left you hanging. I left the set. I left the
okay.
set. The show is so all over the place. Who cares? Whatever. It's done now. Now I wish Joe would have had that and had those printed, because then he would have made all the money, like from serious. I think that's why I think Spielberg, even though it's almost like he doesn't really like to talk about that movie that much, because he knows that's how he learned about how you get a percentage, like Lucas did, because he learned the hard way about copyright and all that shit with percentage of the movies, right? Because didn't Spielberg, he didn't get a percentage in it? Lucas did.
Well, Lucas had a percentage as a director of Star Wars.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. But when Spielberg did Jaws, they didn't offer him any.
He wasn't.
Fucked up.
Yeah,
because
he didn't have anything to go on. Lucas had American Graffiti. At least he had American Graffiti in his back pocket.
But he had to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
Look at how if he would have been like Lucas, every royalty that would have came in from the Jaws franchise, everything, Spielberg would get it. But that's why it's almost like he doesn't really like to talk about, even though it's part of his work, because he didn't get any money. And I realized this. I'm like, I totally understand, because I had to make that money, and I could be getting royalties from it. Even back in the day when the Brady Bunch, when they only got a certain amount of money for we'll give you 50 cents every time it plays. Yeah. But then the Friends episode, when they play, what do they do? Make $20 sometimes someone plays it. It was higher,
The more it's paid, the less you make. First rerun, second refund, syndication.
The more it plays, the less you make?
Yes, you make
really?
You make less every time it runs.
So actually, the more they play it, it's worse for people. That oh my god, I did not know that. That's a great wow. Some Michael's facts right there.
That's how residuals work. Yep.
Residual work. As far as do you know, like what was the first actor that started to ask for residuals, like for TV? Was it? Do you know? We could Google it afterwards, but I thought I'd just
Yeah.
ask.
Not
you,
offhand. I'm sure someone like
Gunsmoke.
yeah. Well, people like Jackie Gleason. Jackie Gleason was was a producer, so he
Oh
got a
man,
piece of
he's
it.
yeah.
If you ever watch The Office, if you watch The Office, like everybody in the cast eventually was an executive producer also. So that's how they got a little more money. So they weren't making more as an actor, but they were getting a piece. Anyway, so you just
I don't know why you're talking, but all I can think about
listen.
when they say the Office, I always think of like he goes, "Can we get rid of him?" He goes, "Not without cause." He goes, "I have cause. It's cause I hate him." Oh man,
Who was our first guest?
We
Carl.
didn't have it yet. What?
I think our first guest, the first episodes, we didn't have a guest, but I think our first guest was Carl.
I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we wait. We have to go back and look.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but
We did a couple shows. I think just kind of trying to get the feel of it, and how it was going and technical stuff. But I want to say Carl was our first guest.
And Carl's actually went good because remember I brought the jerk on. That's when that's when Facebook didn't get called out and they weren't making any money, and then you could put that stuff up there, and then the videos would roll. Right now you can't even do YouTube on that. They like shut you down, like because the person that ripped off that person is trying to block you. It's so bullshit, I love how that YouTube right there, you can put a sour taste in my mouth from that.
Yeah.
Anyways, on that note,
we will say goodnight. Fins up.
we'll say goodnight. Fins up.
Academy
Thank you,
Awards.
guys.
We'll get Oscars.
Thank you for
Oscars
being
this
patient,
Sunday.
by the way. Yeah, that's right. Thanks for being patient, by the way, with a whole new setup here. I cannot put your posts up because I got hacked. So when you see you next time, I should have I'm going to make sure I might not be perfect, Michael, because it's new to me. So
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Next week, back in the day. So
I just wanted to do like a video and take photos of like his locations and then like have a little video for him and then, do a little something for him. But I'll get on that.
okay.
I gotta figure out how to not have that happen again. What happened?
So
crazy.
Don't forget Oscars this weekend. Steven Spielberg nominated for Best Director.
When
West Side Story.
Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't see it yet. You said it was good too.
It was very good. And it took 47 years, but Steven Spielberg finally got nominated for directing a movie with a shark in it.
Jesus.
And a jet. Yes. So.
Oh, I get it.
Uh,
Is Rita Moreno in it? Does she come back?
Yes.
Is it okay?
Yeah. We haven't seen that either. It's on Disney Plus. I think it's on HBO.
I don't have Disney. I haven't even watched The Mandalorian yet. And everybody's like, "You haven't watched The Mandalorian?" I'm like, "No, I haven't." Settle the
Neither
fuck
have
down. I can't watch that stuff yet. I gotta wait. It feels like it's closure, and I don't want to have any. Like, you know how hard it was to watch the Star Wars and Luke. Oh man, you don't want to. Oh, you just get the chills. Talk about putting a knife in your heart when Carrie comes back and you're like, and then her mother and her die, and then you're like watching it, fucking sobbing, and Mary Lee, like, she can agree with me if you're a Star Wars fan, is sobbing because you're like, she's not here with us anymore, and then her mother, it's so sad. I always love to leave with a happy note.
All right. What's happy note?
You're talking to me.
See.
You must be
You're
talking
talking
to me.
Talking to me. I'm the only one here. Who you talking to? You talking to me? I'm the only one here.
Fuck with me. I'll
You
fuck with
talking
you. I'll fuck with you. You're dead. Wait, do Harvey Keitel in the back seat? Remember that? We did it the last time.
Oh, Scorsese.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, I'm sorry. We were talking about Scorsese, and he is a very good actor, but you have to do it. I will pan out with that, but you have to do. If you saw, we did back in the day. We talked about Taxi Driver. Keith Stevenson did the movie review, and we were talking about like the movie's just brilliant. It's fucking amazing. It's one of the probably the best top 10 movies ever. But the scene in Harvey Keitel, I'm sorry, not Harvey Keitel, but Scorsese, the director. He's the slime ball. He's in the back seat. Go ahead, say it, Michael. You can do the. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
See that woman up there? That's my wife. That's not our apartment, but that's my wife. You see this? This is a 45 Magnum. You know what a 44 Magnum do to a woman's face?
Sick.
You know what a 44 Magnum do to a woman's blank?
Sick shit, yo.
That you should see. That you should see.
Sick
And
shit.
seen.
Seen! Bravo! You are on fire tonight. If anything, I didn't need videos or any stills or anything. You were like the entertainment, Mike. You were my video and the video. That's why we have each other. Thank
An amazing
God.
recreation. Amazing recreation. Yes.
You do some really good. You have to come on and do Michael's impersonation of the week on the back in the day. Hey, I know what we'll do. We'll both take turns doing the year we picked, and we have to pick a person from that year that was, popular or whatever, and then we have to learn to do an impersonation on the back in the day. We should do that, right?
I like it.
Yeah, right.
We're doing the Flintstones, so I'll do Flintstone doing his cigarette commercial. So that's what I'll do.
When you pick like 1982.
Yeah. Next show, 1982.
Yeah. I want to do 1982. We did that. We did 82, but there's so much in 82 to cover.
Oh, yeah.
Michael Jackson, MTV, and all that. Okay, it's 4:40, and we're gonna go. Thanks again. Appreciate everything. Sorry about the mess up with the video and everything. I appreciate your patience, guys. We had fun. We always have fun, even when things don't go full. Right?
Exactly.
Bins up.
Bins up, everybody.
Bye-bye. Have a great now. Don't forget to check out the Daily Jaws. The Daily Jaws. Michael, when do you think it's going to come out?
Hopefully sometime next week.
And you'll have to let me know because then I'll be posting. I'll be posting it and posting it everywhere. So
yes, I'll be posting links myself.
My friend. That's my friend. That's my friend. On that note, okay. Yay.
Alexa,
thanks.
play the theme from Jaws.
Oh, wait.
From Jaws by London
I got it.
Symphony Orchestra and John Williams on Amazon Music.
Go out with some music.
I have the video behind me. Oh, is it showing?
There you go.
Okay. We'll see you guys next Thursday. We're doing Back in the Day. Back in the Day next Thursday.
Join us.
Michael, we'll we do Back in the Day, impersonation's going to come out. We're going to do the impersonation. Have a good night, guys. Love you. Love you, Jaws Army, Jaws family. Peace. Woo! Love that hat.